Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Marley and I are out here on a large permission tonight. We're going to be going after coyotes, and I brought with me the Western Airguns Rattler in .357 caliber, and I'm shooting the 143 grain NSA slugs, and I've got the gun topped with the PARD Nightstalker 4K. This is a pretty nice setup for coyotes. We're going to be on the ground tonight in a few different spots. I'm going to set up in some trails where these coyotes come through and they head over to the chicken house. And so we headed out here today. It took us most of the day to drive here. It was well over 100 degrees, and so I'm expecting to see some activity tonight. The spot that I'm set up at is between 50 and 100 yards of some of these active coyote trails. I would get closer, but I wouldn't be able to get up as high. And so I think this is a pretty good spot. We're going to give it a try. The coyotes come up out of a ravine and they follow these trails all the way to the chicken house on pretty much a nightly basis. And so I figure if we sit here long enough, chances are they're going to come through the trails here. Didn't take very long to start spotting coyote activity. They would come down this trail and down into a ravine, and sure enough stepped right onto the trail and right into our path. These coyotes are pretty tricky. A lot of times they'll stay put and you'll wait and wait and wait, and finally you'll kind of think that they're not coming that direction. The one thing I've noticed about coyote hunting is when you give up being patient is usually when you start seeing them. And we sat for a little while and I started to see a lot more activity. I started hearing the coyotes, and then I started seeing them come down the trails and down into that ravine where I hoped they would connect with one of these trails that goes right past us. And I was hoping I'd get a shot, within 50 yards was really the goal. Coyote hunting can be pretty exciting, and it's one of my favorite things to come out and do, and I know it really benefits the farmer, and it does take quite a bit of patience to be successful with coyotes. So I was able to connect with that guy at about 100 yards. So far it's pretty good. I'm hearing them and I'm seeing some that are coming up out of that ravine. This farm is a food source for a lot of different animals. We saw a lot of cottontails, we saw a lot of skunks, and we even saw a couple owls throughout the night. So it's kind of neat to sit here and see all the different wildlife becoming so active in the night, because as hot as it's been, you don't see much animal activity during the day. Marley and I are just taking a little lunch break right now. It's about midnight. We saw a lot of coyotes, and I was able to connect with one at just under 100 yards. I think it was a good call setting up, having a good overlook of some of those coyote trails, areas that I know they pass through. We're gonna continue to sit here. I'm gonna see if there's gonna be any more activity. So I actually caught that guy in the act. He had a chicken in his mouth. We're gonna give it a little bit and then probably gonna wrap it up for the night. It's about 3:30 a.m. right now. Marley and I are pretty tired. We were driving all day and we've been hunting since about 9 o'clock. We saw a lot of coyotes. We were able to connect with 2 of them. But for now, we're going to get to sleep. I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. I will leave links to all the gear we used in the description. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. If you're in the market for that next piece of kit, check out Airguns of Arizona. They carry an abundance of air guns and gear, including a large selection of used air guns. Give them a call or visit their website at airgunsofarizona.com. And as always, we really appreciate their support.